Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a little 24-hour reading vlog. Tomorrow is the last day of school for my 3 kids, and then we will be on a summer vacation, and tomorrow is also my day off. So we're gonna see how much reading I can get done in the next little 24 hours. I'm gonna time it just to see how many hours I end up reading out of that 24, and the readathon's officially gonna kick off at 8 p.m. tonight, but I'm giving you the intro now because I still have to work this afternoon and it's quiet, so we're gonna do the intro while it's quiet. I have a hefty stack of possibilities to read for this little readathon, like an overwhelming amount of books to read for this readathon, if I'm being honest. I have a lot I want to read, and I was actually feeling kind of anxious about how on earth I was going to get all these things read in 1 month, so I think it'll work out. But okay, let's do what I'm already in the middle of, and then we can do what I am also side-eyeing. So I am a little bit of the ways into The Final Gambit. This is the 3rd book in the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I primarily am listening to these on audio, but I have a physical just in case. This series is really fast-paced. It's mystery. It might lean a little bit into YA thriller, maybe. I'm not very far. I'm only 40 pages in. And then I have 2 nonfiction books that I'm reading that I'm really liking. I'm reading Hurricane Lizards and Plastic Squid by Thor Hansen. This is a book about climate change and how animals and nature in general is responding and adapting to climate change in some positive ways and in a lot of negative ways. But I really like the writing. I really like that while it is dealing with obviously a really serious topic, it doesn't make me feel anxious. Like, there's not a lot of existential dread in this book, so I like that. And then on my Kobo, I have an advanced e-copy of Clever Girl by Hannah McGregor, and this is about Jurassic Park and how it's actually secretly super queer. And it's great. I love it so much. I love Hannah McGregor. So this is like my perfect kind of nonfiction. And then the things that I'm side-eyeing that are options, I have volume 7 of Witch Hat Atelier, and this is a manga series that I've been reading, and I think I'm coming up on the end. I think only 10 volumes are out right now. But yeah, so I have this one, which would be short and sweet, and it'd be nice to make some more progress in that series. And then I also have Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner. If you saw episode 1 of Clear Your Shit, I read Godkiller and absolutely loved it, and I really want to continue on with this duology. I hope it's a duology. But anyways, yeah, I really want to keep going. I also got my sister to read Godkiller, and having her text me her reactions that were really similar to my reactions when I read it was nice, and she's going to pick this up today, and so I need to start it if I want to keep pace with her. And then I really want to reread A Study in Scarlet Women by Sherry Thomas. This is book 1 in the Lady Sherlock series, and book 7 or 8 comes out in a couple of weeks. And obviously I've read the whole series up to now, but I haven't reread the series since I think the 5th book came out, and I really love them on audio. Kate Redding reads them, and this is like my ultimate comfort series, and I think rereading it just sounds like such a lovely idea and a lovely time. But I only have the audiobook from the library for a little bit longer, so if I'm gonna reread it, I need to get on it. So that's my entirely irrational TBR for the next 24 hours. I don't know. I could do it. No, I can't. But I am definitely in a big mood reading space right now. So it's nice to have all the options And I think in Dream World, I would like to finish Clever Girl since I'm almost 50% of the way through it. I would like to read Witch Hat Atelier because it's so short. I could probably actually read this one tonight when I get in bed. And then I don't know. And then I thought I had a plan, but I want to read all of these so bad. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me on this little readathon, and I hope we have a good time, and I'll talk to y'all probably tomorrow. Good morning, friends. I just dropped my kids off at school and everyone was super excited. They had like Christmas Eve type of jitters last night where they're so excited for the last day of school. They all had a really hard time falling asleep. So it's a little chaotic in my house last night. But between last night and then my early wake up this morning, which you saw, I've read for an hour and 47 minutes. I actually think I need to add 10 minutes onto this because I did read in bed last night, like after I plugged in my phone and put it away. So not too shabby so far. And it is currently 8:07. So I don't think I'm going to get the like nonstop reading that I had initially envisioned. I do have a couple of, not errands. I have like some self-care, like indulgent stuff that I want to do while I have the time. So I think I'm going to whiten my teeth, which is weird to be indulgent, but not talking for 30 minutes sometimes feels really indulgent. And so I'm going to do that. I do need to do some chores. Like I need to put away laundry. My twins have friends coming over after school today. So I need to do a little bit of tidying up, but that's what audiobooks are for. And then I want to go to Marshall's because I saw a coffee mug there the other day when I was shopping with my oldest for a new swimsuit. And I have been thinking about it ever since. And it's only like $5. I also need to go get some sort of cover up for my swimsuit because we are going on vacation in a few weeks. And I just want something for while I'm walking to the pool. And it doesn't need to be a full cover up, but I saw at Marshall's that they had like these really cute maxi skirts because my swimsuit has like a really high neckline, so the traditional like dress cover-ups always look kind of funky with the higher neckline. So I want to go try on some maxi skirts. So I think I will do that for like a reading break later. But book update wise, I did finish Witch Hat Atelier last night, volume 7. I really liked this one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna rate it. Somewhere between like a 4 and a 4.5. Okay, so in this series, we're following Coco, who is a young girl who goes to train to be a witch. And in this one, we get a lot of backstory for the witch she is apprenticing under. And I loved getting his backstory and getting to learn more about him and I don't know how to pronounce his name. All these names, like Coco's obviously is easy to figure out, but some of these names I'm like, how do you say that? Can we do audiobooks for manga because I need a pronunciation guide for all these names. I think his name is pronounced Kifrey. It's Qifrey. If you've read this series and you know what some of the pronunciations are, like help a girl out because I don't know how to pronounce a good chunk of these names. But watching Coco and Kifrey's relationship is like so sweet and so wonderful. And especially in this one, like I almost cried, believe it or not, because one of the panels was just so sweet and heartfelt. And I thought this one was really, really lovely and really delightful, and a nice respite after having maybe 2 or 3 volumes where there was a lot of peril and a lot of high stake things happening to Coco and the other apprentices. So I liked that while this was more of like a relationship building and backstory establishing volume. And then this morning, okay, I was gonna only read school traffic. I was only gonna read Clever Girl for a little bit this morning and then switch to something else, and then I ended up finishing the book. So I'm gonna read you this little paragraph to describe what Clever Girl is, because I feel like I'm gonna mangle it, and I think Hannah McGregor can describe her book better than I can. In Clever Girl, Hannah McGregor argues that the female-only dinosaurs of Jurassic Park are stand-ins for monstrous women engineered by men to be intelligent, violent, and adaptive, and whose chaos resists the systems designed to control them. I loved it. I'm giving it 5 stars. I think it was amazing, and I need to go back and read Hannah's first book, which I can't remember what it's called, but I'm really excited to read that one. I also forgot to mention that another possibility for today is the audiobook for Fantastic Land, and this is Kayla at Books and Lala. It's her besties book club pick, and I'm trying to be better about participating in those this year since I do pay to be a bestie. Like, I want to like take advantage of the extras that she offers for that. And so I have the audiobook, which is also on Everand. And otherwise, that book's been really hard to find without like having to pay a lot of money for it. Who knew? Like, my library doesn't have it. Hoopla has like an ebook, but then I'd have to read it on my phone, and I do not enjoy reading on my phone in any way, shape, or form. So that is a choice as well. But I think for now, I am going to, what do I want to do? I really want to start Sunbringer. I have a Pomodoro Sprint set up. I am going to turn that on, and I think I'm going to use the first 50 minutes to put on an audiobook, pop in the whitening strips, do the chores that I need to get done, and then I'll use the second 50-minute sprint to actually sit down and physically read. So that's the plan. Okay. All right, I'm home. I did run into the grocery store really fast, and I got a veggie tray for the kids and their friends when they get home from school, and I got potato chips, and I got this really, let's see if she lets me pick it up, really cute, sweet mini bouquet of, sunflowers. And yeah, I ended up getting that like denim looking dress, mostly because it was so soft and it was on sale. It was only $13. I wasn't going to get it, and then I saw it was on sale, so I got it. It's just so comfy. That's not going to be a swimsuit cover-up, obviously, but that's okay. And then I got the pants to be my cover-up that I put on when we walk to the pool, because we're renting a house and there's a community like outdoor pool. Can you let go of me, please? Just a moment. Yeah, there's a community outdoor pool that we walk to, and I just need something to throw on over my swimsuit for the walk there and the walk back. And then I saw the mug. It's so cute. I'm so happy it was still there, because I'm not normally like a mushroom girly, but I thought I just loved all the colors. I love the size. It's almost as big as my face. Maybe like half the size of my face. Anyways, I love it. It's very cute. And then I'm gonna let the kids have this when they get home from school. But have you seen these, like, just the fun part waffle cones? I got the strawberry white chocolate. I'm gonna try one now. Also because I want to do a workout before I settle down to read again. And I need a little bit of something in my stomach because I'm kind of running on, you know, I need food, basically. And caffeine, probably. Oh my goodness, look how cute they are. Not the best treat I've ever had, but not bad. I think the kids will like them. Okay, I'm gonna do liquid IV in my water, just for added whatever. I got rainbow sherbet to try when I was at the grocery store last week. And it's pretty good. It's also sugar-free, which I usually don't get like sugar-free stuff because there's usually a weird aftertaste that I do not care for. But I haven't noticed one with the liquid IV sugar-free ones, and this is not sponsored. I would love it if it was, but it is not. I just buy liquid IV because there are a few things where Instagram influencers have worked on me, and this is one of them. So yeah, that's the plan for I think the next little bit. I'm gonna work out really fast and then I'll settle back down to reading. I listened to / read 52 pages of a study in Scarlet Women. What is that book called? This series is 100% a comfort read for me. I love it so much. This is a cozy historical mystery series that is a gender swapped Sherlock Holmes, and it's just my favorite. I love Charlotte so much. She's our Sherlock character, and she masquerades as a man because, you know, women in Victorian England doing things just does not fly with the times. We start the very beginning, like the book starts with Scarlet has ruined herself, basically. And you start with that, and then you rewind, and Sherry Thomas walks you through the events that happened that led Charlotte to deciding ruining herself was her only choice. And it's great because she gives you such a good grasp of who all the players are and what their relationship to Charlotte is. Not what Charlotte's relationship to them is, but what their relationship is to Charlotte. We never get Charlotte's point of view in this bit. We get everybody else's. We get her sister's point of view. You get her father and mother's a little bit, but more so you get their point of view through her sister Olivia. I love Olivia so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then you get Ash Ingram, where if you've read Sherlock, Ingram is gonna ring a bell for you. So you get his perspective a little bit, but at no point do we directly get Charlotte's. And I think that's really clever, and it's a really interesting way to introduce this world, but I love it. It's such a comforting read for me. And then I started Sunbringer, which starts off right where Godkiller left off. Thank goodness. I only got about 30 pages in that in 50 minutes, which feels slow. I did just read it with my eyeballs. I have not caved to listen to it on audio yet. I probably will. I think it's on Spotify, and I haven't used my premium audiobook hours yet. It's a little bit over the 15-hour limit, so I'm gonna try and read a little bit more with my eyeballs before I add in the audiobook, if I add in the audiobook. So yeah, that's the update. That's how it's going. Having a pretty good day so far, and excited for the rest of it. But for now, I'm gonna go work out real quick. I'm gonna be honest, friends. We've been home for like 20 minutes, and I totally forgot that I was doing a readathon, and I've just been on my phone. Oops. So, you know, there's that. But I made good progress in Sunbringer. I just read this the rest of the afternoon, so I'm almost to page 100. I'm on page 98, and continuing to like it so much. I don't think I did Godkiller when I first talked about this, but Godkiller, the book one in this duology, is set in this world where there has been a big war between humans and gods, and in order to keep his people safe, the king outlaws the worship of gods. And so there are these people, god killers or Vegas, who go around and they dismantle shrines and basically enforce not worshiping gods. And that's tricky because gods are really important to these people, and so to just have that taken away is really not super popular. And so in God Killer, we're following Kissen, who is a god killer, and then Elo, who is a former knight of the king, and Inara, who is a 12-year-old girl who has been bound with this god of white lies named Skedi. And so you're following the four of them, and it's like a road trip fantasy, and it's one of my favorite things where, you know, you start off with people who are on totally different paths, but they end up joining together for reasons, and then, you know, become this lovely, like, found family thing. But God Killer ended on a huge cliffhanger. So I have been very impatient to start Sunbringer and to see where we're going to go with this. And I still don't know where we're going to go, but I'm really liking it. And as always, Kissen continues to be my ride or die. And we're actually not spending a lot of time in Kissen's POV in this book. There was a thing at the end of God Killer that I won't tell you about because it's a big spoiler, but Kissen was put into a really uncertain circumstances, and so we're not following her as much right now as we're following Elo and Inara, and it's fine, but I just want to be with Kissen all the time. But this has really great disability rep, and you don't see that a whole lot in traditionally published fantasy, so I'm really enjoying it. So it's only 7 o'clock, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading vlog here because I've been reading for almost 6.5 hours since 8 o'clock last night, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little burnt out on reading at the moment, and I'm not gonna read for the next hour, so there's no point in keeping the vlog going if I'm basically done reading. But all in all, not too shabby. I think I only read for maybe like an hour last night. So like 5 hours of reading today, that is not bad at all. Where did the book go? So I've basically been reading Sunbringer all day, which is great. And part of the reason I'm stopping is because I'm on 132 pages in one day. That feels like a lot. I mean, I know maybe not a lot, but like, there we go. Now I'm at the right height. I don't know. It just feels like a lot, and I'm just tired of reading, and I don't want to keep reading and then not like this book because I'm really liking this book. I just need a break. Also, a trans character is introduced. That's great. I don't think I mentioned it. I know I mentioned the disability rep, and we have multiple disabled characters in this book, not just like one token disabled character. There's also a really great queer rep. Like, we have a lesbian couple, Kissian is bisexual. Now we have this trans character that just got introduced not too long ago. It's just, you know, it's just great representation. It's just great. Perfect for Pride Month. And I've been reading a lot of Pride books, like a lot of Pride books. I've been reading a lot of gay books, which was not intentional, but that's just what I've been naturally gravitating towards. And a lot of them I didn't even know were queer before I picked them up and started reading them. So love that for me, for any month of the year, not just for June. And then of course I haven't read any more of A Study in Scarlet Women, but I think I'm walking to and from work tomorrow because the weather's kind of nice, and my husband's also going to take my car. And so I'm just going to walk to work. And I think I'll listen to this on audio during the walk tomorrow. So that will be a good use of my time. So anyways, we've come to the end of this little 23-hour reading vlog. Thank you for joining me and spending time with me. And I'm feeling really good about these last 24 hours because I finished 2 books and I made a not insignificant dent in one and started another. And also not an insignificant dent because 52 pages in like an hour. It's not bad. Part of that is because I have read this before and listened to this on audio so many times before that I can listen to this book at like 2.10 speed, and I'm just so familiar with it that I can listen to it that fast. I can't listen to this book that fast because this is like, you know, not as familiar. So that's why I made so much progress so quickly with that one. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. If you would like to leave an emoji to let me know you're here, I guess we'll do a sun a sunshine emoji. Feels right. And like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye!